He was the undisputed king of the bebop clarinet. He possessed an encyclopedic knowledge of harmony and a driving rhythmic sense and mastery of his instrument that only Artie Shaw could match. Who was Buddy Defranco? Here on Big on Bebop. He was born Boniface Ferdinand Leonard Defranco on February 17, 1923 in Camden, New Jersey. He grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Born to a family of Italian-American immigrants, he began playing the clarinet at age 9. His father, a piano tuner and amateur musician, encouraged young Buddy's musical education. By his teens, Defranco had already demonstrated a prodigious talent. He studied both classical and jazz styles, winning a national Tommy Dorsey swing contest at age 14. His early influences included Benny Goodman and Artie Shaw, but he would soon outgrow the swing idiom and push the clarinet into new territory. He began his big band career in 1939 with Johnny Scat Davis, Gene Krupa in 1941, Charlie Barnett 42 to 44, Tommy Dorsey from 44 to 45. He settled in California playing with Boyd Rayburn in 1946, and then went back with Tommy Dorsey in 47 to 48. In 1960, he spent a year with Count Basie. While he could swing with the best, Defranco was far more interested in the radical new music being pioneered by Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, and Thelonious Monk. He became one of the only clarinetists to master bebop, a style far more complex and harmonically adventurous than the swing standards of the day. In a sense, Buddy Defranco did for the clarinet what Charlie Parker did for the alto saxophone, liberated it from conventional phrasing and brought it into the fast, angular, harmonically rich world of modern jazz. Defranco's career suffered due to the clarinet's decline in popularity as a jazz instrument. During the 1950s, Defranco fully embraced small group bebop and post-bop jazz, recording prolifically and often collaborating with some of the era's best rhythm sections. His two quartets during the 50s with Kenny Drew and then Sonny Clark were two of the very best groups around. Some of his most acclaimed albums from this period include Buddy Defranco and Oscar Peterson play George Gershwin in 1954, Buddy Defranco Quartet in 52, Cookin' the Blues in 1954, The Artistry of Buddy Defranco in 1954. Defranco's technical ability was unmatched. He could fly through rapid bebop lines, nail tricky chord changes, and play with soulful expression, yet his tone remained elegant and refined, never shrill or gimmicky. He also recorded with string ensembles in more orchestrated formats, showcasing his versatility in both straight-ahead jazz and chamber jazz settings. In a somewhat surprising move, Defranco became the leader of the Glenn Miller Orchestra in 1966. Though known for its swing and dance band roots, Defranco brought a modern touch to the ensemble while honoring its traditional sound. He held this role for nearly a decade, touring globally and keeping the Miller legacy alive for a new generation. This period gave him more visibility with mainstream audience, though it limited his opportunities for small group jazz exploration. After stepping down from the Glenn Miller Orchestra in the mid-1970s, Defranco returned to small group and collaborative projects. He recorded and toured with Terry Gibbs as part of the Buddy Defranco-Terry Gibbs Quintet, Herb Ellis, and George Shearing. The Buddy Defranco-Terry Gibbs Quintet in the 1980s and 90s was particularly well received, blending bebop and swing with humor, high energy, and deep musicality. Defranco remained a performing artist well into his 80s. He also devoted time to educating young musicians, conducting master classes and clinics around the world. Buddy Defranco almost single-handedly brought the clarinet into the bebop era, at a time when the instrument was falling out of favor in modern jazz, overshadowed by saxophones and trumpets. Defranco refused to abandon it. He was the Downbeat Magazine's Clarinetist of the Year multiple times through the 1950s and 60s. He was chosen in the National Endowment of the Arts Jazz Master Award in 2006, and numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards from jazz societies and festivals. Despite not becoming a household name like Goodman or Artie Shaw, he was revered by musicians and critics alike for his artistry and innovations. Buddy Defranco passed away on December 24, 2014 in Panama City, Florida at the age of 91. His death marked the end of an era. He was perhaps the last of the clarinetists playing giants whose careers began in the swing era and extended deep into modern jazz. His recordings remain essential listening for anyone interested in clarinet, bebop, or the evolution of jazz. Defranco's extraordinary technique, broad scope, tone, fire, and imagination established him as the top clarinetist of the modern jazz era. Buddy Defranco, the standard for bebop clarinet.